Hey everyone, welcome back to Simple English Hub, the place where we make learning English easy, fun, and effective. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you understand English perfectly when reading, listening to music, or watching movies, but when it comes to speaking, you freeze? You know what you want to say, but the words just don't come out. Or maybe, when you do speak, you feel nervous, worried about making mistakes, and afraid that others might judge you. If this sounds familiar, don't worry, you are not alone. Many English learners face this problem. And today, I am going to help you overcome this fear. We'll discuss why this happens, the mindset you need to develop, and practical steps you can take to start speaking English confidently. I'll also share a personal story about someone who went from being too afraid to speak to becoming a fluent English speaker. So, make sure to watch till the end, because these tips will change the way you approach speaking English. Many learners believe that speaking English fluently means speaking without mistakes, but that is not true. The fear of making mistakes is the number one reason people hesitate to speak. We worry that people will laugh at us, correct us, or judge us for our accent or grammar. But let me tell you something important: even native English speakers make mistakes. Have you ever heard a native speaker say "amora" while speaking? Have you noticed that they sometimes use incorrect grammar and correct themselves? This is completely normal, and it happens in every language. So, if native speakers make mistakes, why should you be afraid of making them? The key is to shift your mindset from "I must be perfect" to "I must communicate." The goal of speaking is not to be perfect. It's to express your thoughts and be understood. Once you accept that, you will feel more comfortable speaking, even if you make a few mistakes along the way. Let me share a quick story. When I first started learning English, I was in the same situation as many of you. I could read books, understand movies, and even write well. But when it was time to speak, I hesitated. I felt like my words weren't good enough, and I was scared that people would correct me or laugh at me. One of my friends, who is now a fluent English speaker, had the same problem. He once told me that he avoided conversations in English for years because he was too nervous. But one day, he decided that enough was enough. He made a plan and started practicing every single day. He spoke in front of a mirror, recorded himself, and even talked to strangers online. At first, it was uncomfortable, but with time, he got better. Today, he speaks English fluently and confidently. The truth is, fluency is not something that happens overnight. It takes practice, and more importantly, it takes courage. But if he could do it, so can you. So, how can you overcome your fear and start speaking English with confidence? Here are some practical steps that will help you. First, change your mindset. Stop thinking of mistakes as something bad. Instead, think of them as part of the learning process. Every time you make a mistake, you learn something new. Instead of avoiding speaking, challenge yourself to make mistakes and learn from them. The more mistakes you make, the faster you will improve. Second, start small. You don't have to give a long speech in English right away. Begin by talking to yourself. Stand in front of a mirror and describe what you see. Say simple sentences like, "I am wearing a blue shirt," or "The weather is nice today." You can also record yourself speaking about your day, your hobbies, or anything that interests you. This will help you become comfortable with your own voice and pronunciation. Third, practice speaking every day. You don't need a conversation partner to improve your speaking skills. You can practice alone. by describing what you are doing throughout the day. For example, when you are cooking, say, I am cutting vegetables, or when you are getting ready, say, I am brushing my teeth. The more you speak, the more natural it will feel. Fourth, focus on learning useful phrases instead of just grammar. Many learners hesitate to speak because they are too focused on getting grammar right. But real conversations are not about perfect grammar. They are about expressing your thoughts. Instead of memorizing complex grammar rules, learn common phrases that native speakers use. For example, instead of worrying about the correct sentence structure, learn simple expressions like, I think that, in my opinion, I agree because, or, that's interesting. These phrases will help you sound more natural and confident. Fifth, use the shadowing technique. This is one of the best ways to improve your speaking skills. Shadowing means listening to native speakers and repeating what they say, copying their pronunciation and intonation. You can do this with movies, TV shows, podcasts, or YouTube videos. Choose a short clip, listen carefully, and try to repeat exactly what they say. This will improve your pronunciation, fluency, and speaking rhythm. Sixth, surround yourself with English. The more you expose yourself to English, the more confident you will become. Change the language on your phone to English. Watch movies without subtitles. And listen to English music. Try to think in English instead of translating from your native language. The more you immerse yourself, the more natural English will feel to you. Seventh, challenge yourself to speak with others. If you have the chance, join an English-speaking group, find a language partner, or participate in online conversations. There are many apps and websites where you can find people to practice with, like HelloTalk, Tandem, or even language exchange groups on social media. The more you use English in real conversations, the more comfortable you will become. Finally, be patient and keep going. Becoming a fluent speaker doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, effort, and practice. But every small step you take brings you closer to your goal. Don't let fear stop you. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. And that's it. If you follow these steps, you will overcome your fear and start speaking English with confidence. Remember, fluency is not about being perfect. It's about being able to communicate. So, don't wait for the perfect moment to start speaking. Start today. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe for more English earning tips, and comment below. What is your biggest challenge in speaking English? I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.